What's going on, guys? Well, not surprising at all. Another blowout loss, just like the Dolphins one. Saw this one coming all the way. Secondary looked horrible. First off, some positives. The only thing was Denarius Moore lightly. He had one good catch. Thought some of the officiating on spots were questionable, but it is what it is. I'm not going to officially moan about that. There was a lot of... The only positive this game otherwise was luck, and that was the fact that Denver could have ran up the score in the first half earlier, and I don't know why the Raiders made people keep watching when it was 10-6 at halftime. This could have been a bigger blowout if it weren't for Denver's stupidity. There was that fumble by Demaryius Thomas. Fantasy owners were affected, but doesn't matter. And then there was that fake field goal. The Raiders did cover that well. I'll give credit where credit's due. That was the only thing good. Otherwise, though, this was a bad outing. Palmer looked pretty questionable there and made some bad plays, but still, the negatives, a lot more worse negatives than Palmer. The biggest one, of course, being Greg Knapp. We can't run the ball. No longer can run the ball, and some of it goes credit to Von Miller and the Broncos defense, but we cannot run the ball like we used to. It's horrible. Whatever we're doing blocking-wise, they're not creating holes. It's a mess. It really is a mess there in running the ball. We looked horrible there. So that means we have to pass the ball. We're one-dimensional and we're predictable. So with that being said, there was that one screen that really pissed me off was when we were deep in our own territory after the fumble and we called, I think, a screen to Mike Goodson. We were lucky that was almost a first down and close to it, but that was a stupid play call. Really stupid. That goes same for that play call where we could have tied the game. The end zone, there was naked backfield, and it was a predictable formation, having 5 wide and Palmer under center. You could have had him in the shotgun at least. I didn't like the way that one was set up. Not good. Not good. The other negative, of course, was the defense not being able to get stops. But does it really matter when your offensive coordinator sucks? Does it matter? No. The whole defense was a joke, and there's nothing more to say than that because Rolando McClain looked slow. Couldn't stop the run, couldn't stop McGahee, couldn't stop the passing as expected. No surprises here. None. None whatsoever. But it is what it is. The Broncos were better than us by miles, and no puns intended, by the way, but the Broncos were the better team, so a big shout out to the one Bronco fan, Mr. Turbidase. So I have his link in the description. I promised to give you a shout out. So you won. Congratulations, and also to the other Broncos fans on here. Mr. Kitchen, well, I think he has another account name by now, but congrats to all you guys out there who are Broncos fans. Got nothing against you, the fans at least on here. But it is what it is. The Raiders just got to rebuild, specifically this bye week. I had us going 0-4 after the Dolphins game, but we're 1-3. It's better than 0-4. But I pretty much saw this one coming. It took them 4 years to finally win a game at home against the Raiders, and you took your frustrations out this game. They spanked us. They spanked us good. Nothing more to say than that. Now, with that being said, there was one thing that was positive this week. And this weekend it was the A's sweeping the Mariners. Rough road trip against the Rangers, but they took care of business in dramatic fashion. I mean, if you haven't seen the last 2 games of the A's, go ahead and watch the home runs. I mean, holy crap. That was some amazing stuff I've been watching this past week, and maybe that's why I'm not so mad at this loss of what the Raiders had done. The A's, man, this is something special in this team, and they're close to finishing the season right. Just got to make the playoffs. Got 3 more games left, and this has been an exciting year, just ridiculously exciting year and season to watch. It's been worth every penny watching Yoenis Cespedes, and they're just a different group of guys. Bunch of cast-offs and young players and pitchers that nobody knows of. Hopefully we'll beat the Rangers and take care of business in terms of getting to the playoffs. I don't want to see any choke job like the USA Golf team did at the Ryder Cup. I don't want to see any of that. Anyways, so yeah, one positive this weekend was the A's, but otherwise, Raiders lose. And it's a bye week next week, so I'm not going to be making any Raiders videos as expected this week. Thought the pick of Andre Carter was okay. Didn't do a whole lot this game. Forgot to say that. But otherwise, go Raiders and let's go Oakland.